In fact, what I would like to do to start is also to share with you how we see the future at CropLife International. CropLife International is the federation, the global federation, gathering many of the world-leading R&D and ag innovations companies in the world. And our purpose and vision at CropLife is really how we can advance innovation in agriculture for a sustainable future, and how, working with other key stakeholders, how we can collectively play a leading role in enabling sustainable food systems. And we see this as a very important approach, as there is an imperative for all of us to address innovation. And against the backdrop of the conflict in Ukraine, and against also the situation at global level of barriers to trade and rise on prices, food security has never been important as today. It has never been important how we can address collectively this challenge. And in fact, it is imperative that we can champion together the role of innovation and technology can play in addressing the paradox that we are facing today. How we can produce more and better food, affordable food, with less resources for a growing population within the planetary boundaries. And innovation in agriculture is key to address this challenge. And as you know very well in Brazil, to ensure access to food by providing farmers to produce more nutritious and affordable food, while at the same time addressing climate adaptation and mitigation, halting biodiversity loss, and improving the local community livelihoods. But how can we achieve all that? At CropLife International, our strategy is focused on the positive impacts agricultural innovation can have on our future, as well as the importance of collaborations and partnerships. In this is based on our belief that cross-industries approach is necessary to address some of the global challenges like zero hunger, food security, carbon neutrality, and addressing biodiversity preservation. At the same time, also looking at important fundamental actions on stewardship and also the protection of human rights. This is based on this view that we can do that through important solutions. And working on solutions where I would like also to briefly touch on today, working with key stakeholders to address those solutions that can help us to address these global challenges. But let me briefly touch on some of these solutions where we believe we can make a difference. New agricultural technologies are crucial for the development of climate-adapted crop varieties that can address the challenges in specificity and geographical differences. We are also seeing innovation in agriculture through game-changing technology and digital solutions that help farmers to deal with less resources and unpredictable extreme weather and disease. In enhancing yields, reducing food losses, tackling pests and diseases will improve farm productivity and farmer livelihoods. And yet, access to technologies differs greatly country to country around the world. For some new technologies, the route to market from R&D stage into farmers' hands is not getting any faster. Actually, it's getting much longer. We recently looked through a third-party study on some of the new technologies. This study highlighted that, on average, now certain innovations reach the farmer hands after 20 years. This is clearly far too slow. So from our perspective, we believe it's crucial that we work all together with governments, regulators, NGOs, and stakeholders, how we can promote better regulation and trade policies, and how we can really make sure that technologies and new innovations can land on farmers' hands with a quicker route. And this includes, of course, working on global regulatory harmonizations, on approval processes, on technical guidance principles, and also making sure that we include the protection and the value sharing deriving from intellectual property. We really believe in a science-based and evidence-based approach, and also, again, supporting all this dynamism towards making sure that new products and biotech products can that really be deployed and show the benefits to address the global challenges. Brazil will continue to play a key role in this area globally and continue to provide the support also in making sure that acceleration of the adoption of this new technology and cutting-edge responses and solutions to the global challenges will land to farmers. In cooperation with our network, we continue to work very hard and lead the way on promoting stewardship and responsible use of such new technologies, which are critical to deliver on the global sustainability objectives and challenges. I'm also pleased to say that we are launching a new program, a multi-year program in 9 countries around the world, Sustainable Pesticides Management Framework, which will equip farmers with technologies and practices as climate-smart solutions in terms of mitigations and adaptations tools. Indeed, it's so important that innovations, looking at innovations, it extend well beyond R&D and technologies. It's also how we go about collaboration, how we go working together, and how we can identify new ideas and new approaches, including working together with the farmers and customers, and beyond that, how we can also co-creating solutions and continuously learning and improving through collaborations and partnerships. We see farmers as the leaders and the catalysts of the ground up, be able to drive changes from the bottom up. Our role is really to continue to empower the farmers so that they can have access to all the technologies they need. And I'm also pleased to say that we recently launched our global collaboration with the World Farmers Organization to broaden up our collaboration in addressing some of the climate adaptation and mitigation best practices, and also how we can join forces to make sure that the voice of agriculture and farmers are heard in one of the key platforms, including the next COP27. This partnership approach is consistent with our belief that it's only through this, the power of collaborations, governments, public sector, private sector, NGOs, and each of us can have a unique viewpoint and valuable perspective. The challenges are too complex to be met by or to be resolved by one player or one organization alone. And indeed, and the sustainability challenges ahead of us are too big to leave any innovations, tools, and any solutions at the table. All the challenges requires all the available solutions, and the threat to global security will not leave us very soon. We must have the courage to challenge ourselves and our networks, to champion new innovation, new collaborations, new partnerships, and continue to make sure that the deployment of the technologies at the cutting edge are at the benefits of the end users. I believe that together, by working together, we can really make the difference, and we can achieve the reach and scale that we need to have in order to address these critical challenges. And this is why conversation as the one we are having today is so important. But let me say that despite all the challenges, I remain an impatient optimist, particularly being here today with you and listening and learning a lot from the panel that will be hosted in a few minutes, and hearing from this audience. I remain an impatient optimist, and I thank you very much for your attention. Obrigado.